Long day ahead. Speakers University today. In the car, travelling an hour and a half to the venue. See you there.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
Remember, not everyone's ready to buy when we're ready to sell. Everyone's at a different place in the buying cycle, from mildly interested to I'm desperate, I want something now. So when you go out in the marketplace, not everyone's in the place where they want to buy right now. The question is, what do you do between there and there for these people that turns them into those people? What do we do for the people who are not yet ready to buy that ultimately means that when they're ready to buy, we're top of the mind thinking to them? Does that make sense? Raise your hand if you understand. Because then they come find us rather than us to go find them. Day 2, Speakers University. I'm knackered. Just been up this morning, working out, up at 4:15, working out at 5 till 6, then get ready as quick as possible, jump in the car, drive on the way to Windsor for day 2. See you there. You need to be someone that has impact. You've got to be someone of impact. Now here's what that means. It means don't be nice, necessarily. What your job to do is to interrupt people's patterns. That is your job first. Because unless you first interrupt what someone's already doing and thinking, they are going to carry on doing what they're doing and thinking, or carry on reinforcing what they already know, what they already believe. Does that make sense? Raise your hand if you understand, please. People are very busy. So you've got to get their attention first.
Yeah, no, 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 yeah, no, no, no.
Here we are in Manchester. We're on the way into central Manchester, to the convention centre for an event here. And it's a beautiful, beautiful morning, a beautiful spring morning. I love springtime, it's an amazing time of the year, new beginnings. In fact, just the other day, my wife attended the grave of my son. We had a little boy, Aston, who was born stillborn, and he's just grown his first flower on his grave. He planted some flowers recently on his grave because it's a natural burial site, and he's just grown his first flower. And just makes me smile to know that, you know, his form which is now transformed into a flower, has provided and made something beautiful. Look, nothing ever really dies, it only ever changes form from one thing to another. Sometimes we want to hang on to one form, we want to hang on to one way of doing things, we want to hang on to relationships, we want to hang on to situations and scenarios that have had their time. You know, the tree doesn't cry for the leaf that falls. It just says thank you and let's go. It's one of the hardest things to do, I think, as a human being, is to be attached to things at times, but then have the courage to let go. But that's what I believe we have to do. It's like when you're speaking. When you're speaking, you have to let go of your content and let your content come through you rather than come from you. To be empty on stage before you step up, to be a vessel that can channel your content, is one of the most difficult things to do, but also one of the most powerful things to do, when you can trust. Because ultimately your content's coming from your unconscious anyway. That's where all your content's stored, in your unconscious mind, not your conscious. So today's message is let go, trust, and realise that everything is in a state of flux. Everything is transforming, including you.
Yeah, no, 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 yeah, no, no, no.
Why are you trying so hard to fit in? And you clearly came here to stand out. Didn't you? Yeah. Didn't you come here to have outstanding results, to be different? Yeah. Don't you feel like sometimes you're a bit of a square peg in a round hole? Yeah. Well, stop trying to round off your shoulders then. If you're a square peg, be a square peg. Square pegs make all the money. Square pegs are the leaders. We're the crazy ones, the ones that do change things. And I never know when the next really great square peg's in my event. I don't know when the next Elon Musk is going to be in one of my events. I don't know when a great change maker is going to be here. Maybe you don't even recognise it in yourself yet. But if you allow the world to round off your shoulders, you'll just fit in and you'll just slide right through that hole. Raise your hand if you get it. Yeah. Something else.